So you could laser engrave your coasters the same old school way as every other maker, and they're going to turn out just fine. But here's the deal. If you really want to stand out from the crowd, then you need to make coasters that pop with color and actually turn some heads. In this video, I'll show you how to transform your boring basic coasters into eye-catching full color designs using this Procolored F13 DTF printer. So let me show you how to up your coaster game and offer your customers something that they'll actually be excited to buy. I've argued for a long time that having a diode laser as the only tool in your shop is not going to allow you to stand out from a sea of people that are all doing the same thing. And if you've been to a craft market, you know what I'm talking about. If I was recommending a second tool for your side hustle or small business today, then I'd probably suggest something like a DTF printer, one like this Procolored F13 that I reviewed fairly recently. It can certainly make t-shirts, but I'm going to show you in this video that DTF offers so many more exciting options for things that you can make and sell. Now, as many of you know, I've had a bit of a dislike for coasters over the last couple of years because making them just takes a long time, and the profit margins when you actually do make them are pretty small. If you go to a craft market, everybody's selling the exact same boring coasters, and you really can't make good profit when you do that. So I wanted to take another stab at coasters because I'm now making them in color. And anyone who comes to my shop sees these things sitting around and they love them, and quite often I lose a few of them. So I wanted to show you how I designed these and how I can make a full set at once in no time at all. Let's get going. So like any project I do, I'm going to start with a design, and in this case I'm going to design two things. I'm going to design a template which will allow me to put my core coasters into and lay it all on my heat press, and then put my graphics on top of it and press it, all four coasters at the same time. And all I'm really going to do is create in Kittle, which is my design tool, just an artboard that's the size of the material I want, which is about 244 millimeters square. And then I'm going to basically lay out these four circles. Now, if you use Kittle and you didn't know, it normally works with pixels, but you can actually go to settings here as a recent addition to the product, and you can change to millimeters or inches if you want to work in inches. And I've done that. And then you'll also see on my template here these red lines. These won't end up on the final image. Really all they are is measurement lines, and I can just grab one from the top and drag it down, and over on the left side in this case, because it's a horizontal line, you'll see the measurement, and you can get really, really precise. It's down to a hundredth of a millimeter in this case. So you can put those on, and what you end up with is this template, and all it is literally a square with four circles in it that are precisely measured. And all of those circles are the 98 millimeters that a cork coaster typically comes as. And I'll take this, I'll export it to an SVG file, and I'll send it over to my laser, in this case my Xtool P2S, but if you have a diode laser, you can use that too. And I'll cut this out of 1/4-inch plywood or 3 millimeter plywood if you want something thinner, and I'll have a jig. And what I'll do is I'll just clone that template and use it as the design canvas for my coasters. So I've done that here, I've cloned it, and I've put 4 coaster designs in, and as long as the design fits inside that white circle, then everything is great. It'll get printed out and it'll fit on the coasters when I do them. Now, after that, all I really need to do is select the item I want to export here. I just want to export the actual graphics. So I can remove the background, which is the gray bit, and it will just be invisible because we're exporting a PNG. Now, if I don't want coasters that have a white background, I can just go into my design and I can turn those off. And if I turn them all off, when I export, I'll just see that text and that coffee cup for each of the coasters. All right, so the design is done and I've exported the PNG file. Now I'm going to fire up the ProRip software from Procolored to print this image on the printer, and I'll just load the graphic up, the PNG that I exported, and you can see it there, and you see there's no background on it. Now I'm not going to scale anything here because it was already scaled in Kittle. I'll just send it over to the printer and have it printed out. Then I'll do the usual DTF process. I'll powder the print. I'll pop it in the oven, and through the magic of editing, I'll pop it right out and it'll be glued. And we're ready to go. Now, at this point, you can print 50 of these and store them if you want. And when you're ready, you can just drop your template down, put your coasters in it on your heat press, lay down a copy of this, and in literally 30 seconds, you can have a set of coasters made. And that's one of the huge advantages to doing it this way. So I laid it on there. I'm going to just press it down. And again, more editing. I'll cut down that 30-second process. And now I have some coasters, and when I let them cool, I can peel them off, and I'm ready to go again if I want to. But I normally repress them. I'll put a Teflon sheet down and repress them just to make sure they're in, but you don't have to do that. And when you're finally finished, you can see that these things look amazing, and there's just no way that you could compete with a laser engraved coaster with these. So I wanted to show you one more set of coasters using a different material, in this case plywood, and the reason is twofold. First of all, I wanted to show you that DTF prints can stick to a lot more than say cork, but also we all know we're in some challenging economic times, and cork coasters, the blanks typically come from China, which has been hit pretty hard by tariffs. So maybe you don't want to pay that extra fee and you still want to make coasters, so you can just use plywood, 3mm plywood, and I'll show you here how to dress it up. Now, I chose hockey logos, so I went back into Kittl and created these logos, and they're good because usually when you're watching sports events, people get a little rowdy. So I created the image, I printed it on the Procolored F13, heated it up, applied the logos. Now, to dress this up a bit, I wanted to put some felt on the back, so I went back to my laser and I cut some circles, and there you go. You get some really nice coasters. They still look premium, and you're addressing possibly an economic need to use a different material, and they stick really well. The logos aren't going to come off anytime soon. All right, before we wind down here, I wanted to take a look at a few reasons why you would want to make these color coasters versus your old school laser engraved coasters. And the first one is obvious, their color. They look stunning, and if you had these at a craft market on the same table as your laser engraved coasters, people will gravitate to the color. I guarantee it. They will just completely pass up your laser engraved coasters. They take less time to make as well. So you're making 4 at a time in the heat press. Now you could do that with a laser as well. You could have a jig, but you're still engraving effectively 1 coaster at a time. And that takes quite a bit of time. You're talking probably 5-10 minutes a coaster. So that means your laser's busy, so you can't use it for anything else. It also means you're probably standing around watching it so it doesn't catch fire. So you're eating more time with the laser engraved coasters. The printing, I think, is also cheaper than the time and energy you would use to do laser engraving. It literally costs pennies per coaster to do a DTF print and press it on there. So they're going to be cheaper. And the biggest advantage, I think, is you can have all of your coaster designs pre-printed, and you can store them in a filing cabinet. And when somebody comes along and says, hey, I want those hockey coasters, you can just pull a sheet out because you've got 10 of them pre-made, and you can press it, and in no time at all, you're ready to go. So all of that means that you're going to get better profit. If you look at laser engraved cork coasters, you're looking at maybe capping out at $1.50. If you're really lucky, you can get $2 a piece for them. By contrast, color coasters, they're going to start at probably $2.50, and you might get to $3 or $3.50 for a coaster. So definitely higher margin because they're cheaper to make, they take less time, and you can sell them for more. Now, part of the exercise here was to actually see if a DTF printer like the Procolored F13 could actually do these. I wasn't sure, so I thought I'd try, and when I did it, they looked great. I will put an affiliate link to that printer in the description down below. I'll warn you, it's not going to be as cheap as a typical laser, but the utility is great. You can also make t-shirts for your business and sell those as well. So with that, I'll wind down and I'll say get out there, make your world, and I'll see you next time.